Well, Israel is now under new leadership as ultra-nationalist Naftali Bennett is sworn in as the new leader. Israel's parliament approved the formation of a new government today with a vote of 60 to 59. Bennett says his administration will look to expand on deals with Arab countries and will not allow Iran to obtain nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, crowds took to the streets to celebrate the end of now former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's reign. Netanyahu was in power for 12 years. He is vowing to lead his party back to power. He is now the opposition leader. Ahmad Budeiri joins me now, reporter for Ghad TV in Jerusalem. Ahmad, thanks for coming back onto the program. The last time you and I spoke, you talked about what a tight situation it was going to be, seeing where things were going to shift. We clearly know where things stand right now as a new government is going to be officially sworn in. Talk to me a bit more about this. And this is the end of 12 years for Benjamin Netanyahu.
I just came back from the Israeli Knesset, and actually it was a very long and a very hard day, since all the members of the parliament have all this opposition, as people who are with Netanyahu, people are against Netanyahu, people shouting in the Israeli parliament. But in the end of the day, there was this vote, and it actually have won a new government in Israel. But it was a very close race. It actually was one Israeli Knesset member who actually pushed this new government to be sworn in, and this means the end of Benjamin Netanyahu as the Prime Minister of Israel after 12 years, after being the King of Israel, as he was being called for many years, and now he has to sit in the opposition seat. But this seat is for him, is also a good chance to attack this new government that is actually unstable.
Yeah, I know. I was going to ask you about that, because this new government is really sort of a coalition, if you will, and it does put Benjamin Netanyahu in a very, interesting position here. So talk to us, I guess, what's going to unfold over the next coming days. But even under this new government, Naftali Bennett is in that position for 2 years, and then that power gets shifted over.
When you have Naftali Bennett, ultra-nationalist, right-wing, and you have in the same government Meretz and Labour Party, which is a leftist parties, and in the middle you have Yair Lapid, who is basically a liberal, and with them is an Islamic movement, which is represented by some of Arab Israelis. And you know what? Putting all of them in one mixture, adding to this some rivals of Benjamin Netanyahu from the Likud party who came to this new coalition, obviously you are going to have a mixture of instability. And if there's a lot of files here and there is the Gaza Strip, there is the prisoner swap, there is the relationship with America, there is the Iran deal. There's a lot of landmines for this new government. And it will only take one vote for this government to collapse. You know what? If one Israeli parliament from this coalition was absent for any reason, maybe a traffic jam, this government will fail.
My goodness. So things extremely, as we would say here, on very, very thin ice here. And when we talk about regional stability, what does that mean here when things are so tight and so close? I mean, obviously no clear majority here that things could waver any which way.
The Middle East is full of, wars. There is a lot of tension, security tension. There was the coronavirus. There is the relationship with the Arab countries and Israel, and the way to make more peace deals with more Arab states. But in the same time, there is tension with some countries, especially with Jordan and Egypt. The relationship is not that good. So now this government have to play with all these players. But to be very honest, for many Israelis, this was the only way to get rid of Benjamin Netanyahu as the Prime Minister of Israel. And actually they succeeded. Many people doubted that there was any chance for Naftali Bennett, who was the secretary of Benjamin Netanyahu, to be honest, a very young guy who is coming to overthrow Benjamin Netanyahu, who is in his 70s. But also it shows that many people in the Israeli street, and also from the Arab Israelis who are living also in Israel, and even people around the world, actually thought that Benjamin Netanyahu was the symbol of right. the symbol of a right wing in the world, not only in Israel. And removing him was not something that easy is going to happen. But you know what? He did not disappear. He's going to sit there in the opposition, and every time there is going to be a vote, he's going to be shouting. He's going to be saying, this is against the security of Israel. This doesn't work. This government should resign. And you know what? He's going to fulfill the promises that he said, that it's not going to be an easy government to live.
He's going to be doing it from opposite side of the aisle. All right, Ahmad Budeiri, reporter for Ghad TV in Jerusalem. Thanks so much again for coming back on the program to follow this breaking news for us, Ahmad. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And meantime, here at home, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has congratulating Naftali Bennett, releasing this statement, which reads in part, "I look forward to working with Prime Minister Bennett and alternate Prime Minister Lapid to keep our people safe and supported as we recover from the global COVID-19 pandemic. Canada remains steadfast in its commitment to a two-state solution with Israelis and Palestinians living in peace, security and dignity without fear with their